Okay, here we are with the Week 5 game against Wertix. So, he's basically brought everything I was afraid of. Hoopa, Unbound, probably Scarf. Dragalgi, I need Ferrothorn for that. No Sinistra. Okay, no Sinistra. That means Muck's job is a little easier. It's only here for Hoopa, pretty much. Ninetale seems like a pretty likely lead. We could get rocks up, but if it's an Ogerpon lead, that's pretty bad. You're pretty good into an Ogerpon lead. We can just double check. Thunderous T. Earthflame. Sludge Wave doesn't one-shot, but we do a lot of damage. We don't get one-shot back. Yeah, we can... I think Thunderous lead's pretty good. We don't one-shot Ninetales, right? No. So we U-turn out of Ninetales into Ferrothorn. Get rocks. If Hoopa gets behind screens, that's going to be quite annoying. But that's life. Well, it's probably going to... No, it might Blizzard turn 1. I don't want to risk that. Yeah. Could also Dragalgi Leap. We can always just go to Ferrothorn on that. Alright, we're going to go Thunderous Lead. We can switch out of most things. If it's Ninetales lead, we hard Ferrothorn just in case it's Scarf. Yeah. I don't know. Is the first Pokemon that sent out the one that's faster? I don't think that's the case. Yeah, I don't think so. Alright. Also, hopefully the audio's alright. I don't really have the ability to check it while I'm playing. Well, while he's deciding his lead, we can think. So, Hoopa lead, it's probably Scarf, and Hoopa Unbound. If it's Scarf, just make sure, knock off. Has a chance to one-shot with a Scarf. It's like the same damage as Ice Punch. It's gonna look naive. Yeah. Okay, Zapdos lead. So I think we just U-turn. Let's not overcomplicate it, yeah. See if we can get a little bit of sense of what Zapdos that is. Looks like offensive Zapdos. Or is it just max HP? We did 9. If it's no investment, it should be 10. Okay, so it looks like it's health Zapdos, probably specially defensive. We can go to Sanda on it. It's probably Heat Wave, so I think, yeah, Sanda's the right call. Nice, block to the Volt Switch. I think he's gonna switch, so let's Glare. I mean, there's nothing that really takes an Earthquake, though. Or even a Stone Edge. He might stay in. But we take a Toxic pretty well. No, I think we Glare. Yes! Burned Ogerpon is great. This is huge. Or not burned, paralyzed. Yeah. Okay, this is very nice. We do die to Power Whip if he has it. But I think we just go for damage. I don't think he's... Like, we could go to Weezing? We could go to Weezing. We could go to Weezing. I don't really want to let him set up spikes or anything like that, though. This is pretty good to have for Zapdos. Zapdos does become more annoying if this drops. But he might see that opportunity in spikes. We only die to Power Whip. If he's like Horn Leech, then we don't die. Also, I could see him just... Yeah, we're gonna Stone Edge. Okay, good damage. U-turn. Nice. Good stay. We got a lot of damage on Ogerpon. Okay, then, yeah, now we just hard Ferrothorn. He's probably gonna set up screens, but we're alright. Blizzard. Ooh, is that Specs? Ferrothorn, Ninetales, Alola, Blizzard. Nope, it's just modest. Okay. Rocks are big. Yup, rocks are very big. We're Akka. Do we die from here, though? Yeah, we die from here even with Akka. Damn. Well, we can go to Sanda and just Quake it. I think I want to keep this alive for Ninetales. He could be Scarf modest, that'd actually be pretty scary. Yep, and we're faster, so we can actually make sure Quake kills. Edge did high range of that, so Quake kills. Yeah, okay. Whew, threat down, threat down. Huge threat down. And Sanda's still healthy. I should have put leftovers on Ferrothorn. Valk, why did you scare me off that? Whatever, it's fine. Akka might save us against Zapdos if it is Heat Wave, which it probably is. Sanda's a good Pokemon. Glaring that Ogerpon on the Switch was excellent. Okay, let's think through what he's gonna do. So if he sends in a Ninetales, we do die in 2 more Blizzards. I think that's okay, though. No, well, that does make Dragalge a lot harder. But, let's see. So, Ninetales, we're just gonna assume is like max. Nope. Other Ninetales. Is like, we're gonna assume is what? Max modest, because Pharaoh took high end of that. 38, so that's probably a high roll. And then, how much does our Muck take? But no, we can't lose Muck health, because then Hoopa starts becoming a massive problem. Do we drop Sanda? Like, let Sanda die? Because we need Pharaoh for these two, and we can't just, like, switch it in willy-nilly on Ninetales. I think we're okay for Zapdos. Yeah. I think we glare this, if in case we live. Yeah, glare in the event that we live. If he blizzards, that's okay. Yeah, if he blizzards, we go to Thundurus and kill it with... Oh wait, no, he might be Scarf. He's giving me Scarf vibes here. Because yeah, my team's pretty weak to Ice. We could go to Muck. But if we P-Jab... Well... Weezing doesn't get one shot, right? No, it doesn't. And then Sludge Bomb does a lot. Sludge Bomb will get it into range. Weezing is probably the least important mon at this point. Yeah. Okay, let's Sludge Bomb. So I think this is Scarf. We could Fire Blast, but also Iron Treads isn't doing that much. Actually, does Fire Blast kill? No, more importantly, does Fire Blast get it in Rock's range? Oh, this is so spicy. This is so tricky. Let's Fire Blast. I have a feeling he's gonna want to keep this alive, because it's really good into these two. Yeah, so... Oh, no! It's not Scarf. Well, shoot. That's a problem. That's a problem. We can defog the Veil away. But 2 Blizzards kill us, doesn't it? Yeah. We can Sludge Bomb him down. In case he stays. No, he went to Dragalge. And what is Dragalge gonna do? Like, is it gonna set up on us? We're gonna go to Pharaoh. Doesn't get Nasty Plot, does it? No. Okay, we're gonna go to Pharaoh then. Just drag this out a little bit. If we can get Spikes, Ninetales dead in 2 switch-ins, which is good. We know it's not Scarf, though. That's important information. Oh, I really thought it was Scarf. Okay. Hoopa is probably Scarf. Yeah, I mean, this just can't do anything to Ferrothorn, and even if it T-Spikes, we have an Absorber. Actually, T-Spikes wouldn't even do anything against me. Specs Draco could really hurt Pharaoh, but then it has to do 2, and then we set up a Latios, I think, and just hope he doesn't crit. He could, like, pull a Mantis and do Focus Energy, that would be very annoying. Actually be super annoying. Well, we just kill it after Veil. No, okay. Let's get Spikes. Sludge Wave. It's leftovers. Okay, let's get spikes up. Oh, it learned. I didn't even know it learned Focus Blast. Oh. Rip. I think we still let Ferrothorn die. Maybe we could. Maybe we go to Wheezing, start burning out the Veil turns. Wheezing, double back to Pharaoh, then let it die to Focus Blast. Did we die to Focus Blast? Dragalge, bulky. Okay, if it's bulky pivot, Focus Blast. Ferrothorn. If it's bulky, no. If it's special attack, still no. Unless it max rolls. How much is it value as a second layer of spikes right now? Pretty valuable. No, we're gonna go to Wheezing. It's okay. Because we need... Okay, we'll know from the Focus Blast if it's bulky or not. If it's bulky, we're gonna need to damage it first with Muck before we go to Latios. If it's not bulky, we can just go for the Latios kill. Yeah. Okay, let's go to Pharaoh. Back to Pharaoh, yep. Stalling out the Veil turns. Let's get spikes up. Okay, that looks like it's offensive. It's like 100 modest. It did 56, so it could be a low roll. What's the absolute lowest investing tab? 56. It seems to be like, I say modest, 120. 100. Absolute min. No, 58. 120. 16. Okay. So that would leave 252 or 256 minus that would be 140 defense. 80 to 95. If it's no defense and that was just a low roll, 94. Okay, still on a kill. Okay. I mean, fuck it. Let's just body press. Meteor. Okay. Now it's at -1 special attack. If it is max. Draco Meteor still does a lot. We're going to go to Wheezing. Well, it's in Latios range now. If we dance, do we just win? No, Zapdos probably boots. Meteor plus that, and we don't have recover. Yeah, okay, we can't do that. Let's go to Makalola and... No, we'll go to Thunderous and U-turn. If it stays, that's information. If it switches, we get switch momentum. Yep, switch momentum. Okay, and it's boots. Good to know. I think we gotta try to finish this with Latios. I'm a little sad we lost Sanda, but it's okay. If he, yeah, we go to Latios. How much do we need to kill full HP, no defense Zapdos? Because that's what we saw earlier from U-turn. Oh, that's not enough. Alright, well, let's just dance here. It's fine. See what he does. He might Toxic, which would probably be the most annoying option. We're at +2. It's 86. Okay. I really hope he doesn't Toxic. That would be the most annoying option, because then we don't have the clean Latios win con. He's thinking. If Treads is Balloon, that's a problem, but it shouldn't be. We are a little greedy with speed, but also we did see the Ninetales was not Scarf. I guess if Treads is booster speed, that could be annoying. So 2 dances might be correct anyway. Okay, he stayed. What's he doing? Defog. Okay, we got another dance right now. Yeah. Alright, go for game. We know it's not Fizz Def from Thunderous Calcs. Can't risk confusion, don't risk anything like that, just go for game. Don't paralyze. Okay, that should be game. It didn't reveal pressure. Oh, it did reveal pressure, yeah. So there wasn't even a chance. I don't care if you're Shucko, this still kills. That should be game. Unless we miss. Dragon Claw should kill, even if you're Fizz Def. Yep. Let me just... Ninetales, yeah, don't need to rely on hitting. Okay. Yeah. Okay. GG Wertix. Yeah, feels a little cheap to just DD through a team and win, but that was the set. That was the game. I'm glad it wasn't Toxic Zapdos. Kind of glad to see no Sinistra, and that early paralysis on Ogerpon was very nice. Yeah, GG's, well played. See you guys next week.